Good morning, Champaign Church of Christ. My name is Moranu Adeniyi, commonly known as Mo, because Moranu is too long. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for this past 2 months I've stayed here in Champaign. This will be my last Sunday here. And it's been so amazing to just spend time with you guys. You guys have fed me a lot. You've allowed me to your homes, and you've just allowed me to serve you, and you've served me as well. And I'm truly, truly grateful for you guys and your love. Amen. This morning I've been given the privilege to share the communion thought with you. If you could please open your Bibles with me to 1 Peter 1, and we will be there in a second. Good. 1 Peter chapter 1. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm just going to share a little bit about myself. I am an international student from Nigeria, which is in West Africa. I am currently a senior at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Come on. And being an international student can be very challenging at times, and mostly financially. And I don't pay the money. My parents do, so thank God for that. Before I moved to the United States, I graduated high school at the age of 16. Not because I'm smart, but that's just how the system in Nigeria works. And I got admitted into the University of Wisconsin at the age of 16, but my dad didn't think it was wise for me to move here right away. So to prove myself, he made me go to college in Nigeria for 1 year, seeing if I could handle college life and see if I could be successful. Mostly because he didn't want to spend $10,000 to $15,000 per semester for 4 years, and I would just waste it. So as we open up in 1 Peter 1 verse 18, it says, "For you know that it was not with perishable things such as silver or gold that you were redeemed from the empty way of life handed down to you from your ancestors, but with the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without blemish or defect." You know, the campus was away last week at the ICMC. Right. We didn't fall away. We're just fun. Amen. And my favorite phrase from the conference is, "I am worth the blood of a God." You guys are all worth the blood of a God. This is not something that is gold or silver. It's not $10,000 to $15,000. It's not perishable. We are important to God even before we were born. And the most important thing about this is we didn't have to prove ourselves before Christ died for us. Like my dad, he made me prove myself in college in Nigeria, but to God, we're just perfect enough. We didn't have to prove ourselves. And in Romans chapter 6, you don't have to turn to chapter 5, sorry. And verse 6, it says, "You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person. Though for a good person, some might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates His love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." We have been valuable to Christ even before we were born. The devil tries to use different ways of the world to buy us back from Christ. Things like pornography, things like impurity, laziness, relationships. For me, it's my pride and my I just want to please people a lot. What is it for you guys? Family, remember you're worth the blood of a God, and get rid of those idols in your life. Amen. With my dad, even though what he pays for me to be here is perishable, I still strive to prove myself with God's help, of course. I still strive to get A's in school. I still try to be great at school, but I do this because I am compelled by His sacrifice. I would not be, and also because I don't want to get disowned by an African. But I understand His sacrifice for my life and His sacrifice for me to be here. And even more so, Jesus Christ sacrificed for us, and we should continue to prove ourselves. And as we continue to live our life for Him, seeking Him with all our hearts and minds and souls. With that, we can pray for communion. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I just want to thank you so much for today. Thank you, God, for making us and deeming us worthy enough to see another day, deeming us worthy enough to live another day and to have your breath of life. You trusted us with your breath of life today, God, and we didn't deserve it. It says, even when we were still sinners, we were powerless, you came down and died for us, God. We're so grateful for that, God. I pray, Lord, that as we continue to live our lives for you on this earth, that we can prove ourselves worthy of you, worthy of your calling, and work out our salvation to do the powerful things that you've planned in advance for us to do, God. I love you so much, and I thank you for all that you're doing. I pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.